Hey gang, it would seem that I'm not here, but Planet Coaster is, and is that really all that matters? Do I really need to be here? Um, Obviously I'm still having issues. Because it doesn't want to let me do this right. Okay, where are we here? I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to look into my machine and see why that would possibly happen. Though, I'll have to admit, there was an update for Planet Coaster, so hey, who knows, that could be at fault here. Give me a second here, I'm going to repower my camera hardware, and we'll see if we can get a picture here. One moment. Okay, there we go. There I am. I've gone and ruined the whole thing. Yeah, so that's a thing. Yay, blue screen. So there was an update. It took some time to get this rebooted and going again, so I had a chance to look it up. So, I don't know if you remember me saying that the way they've changed the stuff to move in the game is awful. I might have mentioned that. Like, for instance, if I were to go edit this. Hey, Death Bruce. You're right, there was an update. I'm waiting for a menu right now. They didn't fix that. Wow, that's awful. So, before, if I would choose these things. Before, if it would let me choose these things. And I would go to move it, like last week. It would change the orientation of this. But now you can see that's not doing that anymore. Everything's aligned. It will move everything aligned again. So what they've done is they've listened to everybody who's just been freaking out because they changed. After 2 years, they changed the way things move in Planet Coaster. And somewhere here, there's an option. Average orientation in advanced move. Experimental. Well, your experiment failed. Horribly. It just completely made everything just way more difficult to do. So yeah. This is what they've added to fix that problem. Because, you know, you're getting things that go like, oh, instead of like figuring out the X and Y, it was trying to calculate a Z as well, which threw everything off and made it awful to use. So they fixed that. The update was on Thursday. So, so I guess that's what we can sort of go through is what did they change? So they said due to valuable feedback. Yeah, the world freaked out. You can't do that after people played it for years. You can't just change the way things move, though they have. The other stuff, you know, is minimal, but they did add this. They added the F-25 coaster, which would be the Frontier Development's 25-year anniversary coaster. I did click on it, but it's not bothering changing the menu. I'm trying it again. It's working on changing a menu. A menu changes in progress. If a menu change doesn't occur immediately, please sit back and enjoy the stuttering video. I mean, so they added a new coaster. So it's a drive tire launched coaster. It's an autocomplete coaster. Coaster. All within a couple minutes, we have a coaster. Not even a couple of minutes. It's a bad coaster. It's probably not going to work. Yeah, it came out 31st of January at 4 a.m. according to this. Can we go now? Ooh, that was weird. Okay. And there we go. Short, but sweet. Lowest coaster score ever. Yeah, I don't know what's special. I didn't really look. But there is a new coaster. So there was an update. But what else did they do? Let's see here. They made the chair swing on the Skies ride less erratic at high track speeds. They fixed the wheel lift track piece that didn't go faster than 9 miles an hour on the SLV. Basically, fixed an issue where track pieces would not follow the roll of the previous. Remember the problem where we were doing that roll and you'd add another track piece and it'd be going off somewhere else? They fixed that. Because that was a problem we were having even on, well, when we were building this coaster. Grand Carousel and Elixir rides would not reach their full capacity. Pass could be placed through station pieces of the Skies ride. Just a bunch of, like, cosmetic weird things. Textures. The bull wheel and the drive wheel would stop animating while guests were still on a closed sky ride. Magnetic brakes on the Vector coaster were on the wrong side of the track. There were some scenery fixes, improved upon an issue where video billboards would stutter during playbacks in complex parks. Improved the collision on the power backdrop. This might be easier if I move it here. Improved the collision on the Power Moves backdrop display panel so it fits better with the Power Moves ride. Okay. Due to valuable feedback, position and orientation of objects again uses the method prior to 1.1. 1.10, sorry, 1.10. And you can turn on the experimental feature if you want to. An issue where the red outline on obstructed objects would disappear when zooming. Never noticed that. Fixed an issue where canceling the autocomplete would cause the UI not to update. Never noticed that. Stop the music drop down from closing when the transport ride entered the station. Never noticed that. Fixed an issue where the order of track pieces on the power-up coaster was inconsistent with the other coasters. Don't even, never know. Okay, I'm not even going to go through audio fixes. So, yeah, the biggest thing they fixed was that thing that was driving me absolutely insane. Anytime I chose anything and went to move it, it would decide that it wanted to change the Z-axis. So now when I go to move things, complex things like this, the Z-axis stays. Perpendicular to the ground. Which only makes sense, because, you know, every time you chose more than 2 objects, this thing would go wild. Absolutely wild. Just insane. There was no logic. Well, there might be logic to it. There's obviously logic to it. They did write an algorithm to do it. But it wouldn't apply to the way the human mind works. It was like, it was just pure, take all the averages of all the angles of everything and somehow come up, use the origins and the angles to come up with these other set of angles. And it should have never affected the, that axis. Okay, so we were down here, tunnel building, before we were so rudely interrupted. And you'll notice that it's all crashed and I've lost it all. So, like, I mean, all of it. It's... Oh, we'll try it again. That last train didn't go through. Let's throw another one at it. No, everybody died again. Okay, give me a minute. We'll throw another train at that. Here we come. Here comes another train. Sorry. .57. So it's that far back, is it? Why can't I just put my mouse over that? No. I actually have to click it as though I'm going to change it to find out the angle. Oh. Another request for a change there, Frontier. What was it? 1.3. Still not out. Almost, though. Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess it only auto-saved after I turned that off. 1.3. Hey, Slappy. You know, I'd love to just ignore the hundreds of hours of work I've put into this so far and just jump in and do what you want. But I'm not going to. Sorry. Welcome to the stream, though. I'm glad you followed. But demands don't work. Especially when I've got so much to do. Okay, so now I need to sort of curve this around to bring it to fit to there. I'm guessing this is where we were having our problem before. Maybe 5 degrees? No, maybe 3.5. Maybe. But the problem with it We also need to be going up. Okay, here we go. Track limits exceeded. Oh. Okay, 1.3 degrees is not going to do it. Okay. Sorry, not 1.3. Yeah, it was 3.3 this way. Where'd my part go? 3.3, and this is 1.3. We're going to have to go 2.7. That'll do it. Hey, Wolfie. No, it was my computer. It blue screened. I don't get it. You know, I'm almost... The funny thing is, you notice the camera didn't work when I fired everything back up. I almost have to think this is not... Like, it crashed playing Subnautica below zero on Wednesday. And now it's crashed playing... It's blue screen playing Planet Coaster. But I think it has to do with the AverMedia hardware. Not to do with Planet Coaster or Subnautica. Because both times, when it came back up, that piece of hardware was not functioning. And I had to unplug it and plug it back in. I'm thinking it's at fault here. Okay, so... We're going to pull that back a bit, and hopefully... Come on. We can get this up high enough. How is auto... Again, I don't understand. It's right there. It's right there. Does autocomplete have, like, some prerogative, like, not to go through the ground? Is that what's going on here? It's like, no, I won't go through the ground. I'm autocomplete. Could be what's going on. Okay, so... What I want to do now is I want to come in here and we're going to say done here. Flatten the foundation, 3 meters wide, 100%. And, whoops. Okay, so the problem, of course, is flattened foundation isn't going to work all the way here because I've gone and, you know, made it, it's rising up right at this point, basically. No, wrong button. And because I'm completely paranoid now, I'm gonna save. Computer overheating. No, it shouldn't really be. I really suspect it has something to do with the AverMedia Live Gamer hardware. Oh, this is being a lot more difficult than I thought. Especially being awkward along the edge. It's like, hey, let's create this like zigzag edge. I don't want a zigzag edge. I want consistent edge. But it's only it only creates a zigzag edge when you take it away. It doesn't create a zigzag edge when you put it there. Whoops. Okay, a tunnel. Well, let's build this up the way it should be. This is not the way it should be. I'll have to figure out how to make it look real later, because it looks pretty unrealistic right now. Okay. Oh, just give me a second here. Oh. There we go. Better. Okay, so it's going to take some time for me to fix all this. Let's get rid of this. This, for some reason, doesn't look like a thing that would exist. Okay, so now we're back here. We've got flat ground inside here now. We've got a weird tunnel coming up here. Maybe I should seal that all up. Oh, that's not going to do it. Okay, so we want a train tunnel. I could just go, and I think I'm going to actually, just go steal the entrance from the other tunnel. Wow, it takes a long time to move around this world now. We're going to see if this will work. We might expand upon the idea too. Meaning it could be a stone tunnel. Like stone throughout. I don't know yet. I don't like that it's not going to let me see it to put it down. Oh, there we go. Hey, Martin. What are these made out of? Don't know. It's opening a menu. Okay, so basically, from what I can see, this is what I want to do. Come on. Please, please, please fix the menu frontier. It's like the most unbelievably bad thing in Planet Coasters since forever. Sorry. I don't really know how to express myself. National Change Your Password Day. I couldn't even imagine. I've got dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of passwords. Could you imagine having to go through everywhere and change everything on the same day? course, I'm not worried about it. Because my password is 15 characters long. Uh-oh, I just gave away a piece of information about my password. And there's no way to brute force it. You can't guess it because it's not actually words or anything like that. It's not like one of those things where you take words and make them out of different letters, and it's completely and totally random and all over the place. Uh-oh. Saving. It's saving. That's why it's all stuttery. Because they need to stop the graphics rendering to save things. I don't like this. Oh. It only does it for a second. You notice that? You stop, and then it decides. Oh, this one's going to be here. Oh, this one's going to be here. So I'm gonna actually take the Planet Coaster. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. No, let me out of here. There we go. Delete that. Yeah, don't bother with like displaying a menu or anything. Like, why don't they fix this? This is easily fixable. Make it so that when you edit a building, the grid comes up. You don't have to go and... Why don't they fix this? Like, this is something that you run into every time you start editing a building, that you can't change the grid until you go to move something. Why can't I change the grid and then go to move something? Sorry, I'm not being picky or anything. You know, how do you test your power supply? Haven't we already talked about testing a power supply? You gotta look at the pinout diagram for the 25-pin connector, or 24-pin connector, sorry, and find out the two that you need to short in order to turn it on. Yeah, good luck with that. All I have to do is change it by 1 and you're out of luck. And of course then, well, it's not like I have one password either. I have different passwords for different services. But as everybody knows, you probably have one primary password. See, I still haven't done what I've wanted to do. It just won't let me. Okay, so we're gonna go in. We're gonna edit this. I'm gonna choose these things as soon as it brings up a menu, and then I'm going to move them, and then I'm not going to move them because that's not going to work. And then I'm going to reselect them, and then I'm going to change the grid, and then we're going to move them. There we go. So now we won't get these artifacts. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and pull it down. I don't like that. It's too short. No, I don't sign in using OAuth. So where's the rest of the pieces? Where's the rest of the pieces? What? Hello? Undo. Okay, we'll try it again. There we go. Now I can have the other pieces. I don't like that. Why is that a thing? Well, they can't quit. They're stuck here forever now. Forever. And ever and ever and ever. Because the train's closed. So yeah, they can quit all they want. Better hope there's something to eat here. Oh yeah. They can go get some pizza. They're good. I'm pretty sure they'll start dropping like flies in a week or two, though. Oh. Why won't it let me? Let me. I want to hold. I want this. No. Yeah. There we go. Gimme. Got it. Now, I think we have our tunnel pieces all prepared and ready for placement. That's no good. We'll have to fix the top of the tunnel afterwards. How is this happening? I'd swear that track was going that way, but this is getting closer on this side. Should be getting closer on the other side. If Johnny can play it, I would assume so. He went to feature Glow World and couldn't play it. Because there were too many pieces. So if there's too many pieces in this park, I would say the same thing's going to happen. So yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. But that's not anything I have any control over. It's all Frontier's doing. So if they fix that bug, it may work. I don't know what the case is. All I know is what he said on the workshop site was where is it here? Content. Workshop items. Glow World. Channel 5. Went to feature this and I'm getting 1 frame per second. Hopefully Frontier fixes this soon. When they do, this will be a priority. No, I don't know if Frontier's fixed it. I do know though it hasn't been on Johnny's hasn't been featured. And of course, I'm not one to continually go bug him to go check. So, it probably never will be featured. Whereas I'm hoping that doesn't happen with this. You're still waiting for him to allow you on his server? What, on Discord? Oh. Whoops. Really? Huh. I don't know. I can't remember how that happened. With me. Very dark in here, you notice that? It's the point where I can almost not see anything. You guys must be having a hell of a time. Yeah, so, like, you know, I was on the Discord channel for a while. You know, like, so obviously all my building outside of Pirate's Paradise is the only thing that's given any rating for you know, what I build, and it's the only thing. When I started and first joined the Discord server, I was just set to a builder because I didn't have anything. And then when I did go and oh, really? I've been doubling this up all the way along. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I have every single one. Well, that's not going to work now, is it? It's just going to break everything. I guess we better find out now, rather than later. I guess not. At least not when it's lined up. I don't know what it's going to do when it's not lined up. Yeah, it is. It's all artifacty. See that? Crap. I'm going to go through and manually delete all of that on every single piece of this. I think since Fallout 76 came out, Johnny's been a little distracted from Planet Coaster. No. No, Planet Coaster. No. Can we do what I want? I'll just wait here until you're done. Are you done? Are you done? Oh, you're done. Okay, thanks. Thanks for freeing up that so I could actually move the mouse there, Planet Coaster. Sorry, I'm getting just pissed off at Planet Coaster right now. Because it's just not doing what Planet Coaster's supposed to do. It's bad enough I have to wait for a menu every time I want to do something. Even though the menu's already loaded, I'm still... Oh. Okay, did you notice that? Look at this. Okay, so before, Planet Coaster, the build menu's up, right? Go to the scenery menu. Go back to the build menu. Still waiting for the scenery menu. Thank you, Planet Coaster. Thank you. If I thank you every time, will you do it faster? If I paid you more, would you do it faster? I'm still waiting for the building menu. Ah! Now, what used to happen is when you would choose a building and you would hit R to edit it, it would unload the building menu and reload the building menu. Notice it doesn't do that anymore. Not that everything's perfect. Far from it. But yeah, that's a definite improvement. So they are listening. Almost makes me think I should go try Jurassic World again. Heh, no. Sorry. Planet Coaster, what are you doing? Oh, you're choosing a track. That's okay. That's fixed. That's fixed. That's not fixed. We're almost there. Almost there. You know, it probably is important that I do this because, you know, that you know how many pieces that is, eh? There's like 12 pieces in every one of these that I delete. 8 pieces, sorry. Not 12. So we're deleting probably over 100 pieces here. So, Far Cry New Dawn comes out on the 15th. So, we've got... It's the 2nd now. We've basically got 2 weeks minus a day. Should I play... Whoops. Should I play New Dawn? I know I played Far Cry 3, 4, 5, Primal, everything else on my channel, but I'm at the point where I'm not sure. One, are people going to watch? I know some people will watch anything I'm streaming, but, like, you know, there would be other things I could stream that more people would enjoy. You know, there is that. Let me know when you start trying to do your first high-speed building in Planet Coaster. I really want to know how that goes. I've tried today, and I had a hell of a time. I gave up on it. And I think I gave up on it. Maybe it's just me, but I must move the camera around a lot. So all it seemed was like a jerky mess. It was all over the place. And I think some people who do those high-speed builds in high speed, they actually like, okay, I'm not going to move the camera for this building. I'm just going to leave it here for the longest time. Did I go grocery shopping this morning? No, I did not. I can't, really. I've damaged a disc in my back, eh? So even just sitting here right now is not the most comfortable thing. But it's better today. I stayed off my feet for the last 2 days. And it's improving. But I didn't want to push it. And going and doing my grocery shopping is probably pushing it. I need some light. Do you need a camera to start live streaming? No, you don't. You don't need to have your picture. Well, live streamers don't have themselves in the thing, so you don't need to. But you can if you want. Sorry, we needed some construction lighting. Hit L. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I actually find that disorienting because it moves around with you. You know what I mean? But, yeah, it's better than no lighting at all. Well, when you choose your name, PC28, don't do what I did. and just use something from your past. Because, I went and chose GameFace and did everything, set everything up, and then found there was already a GameFace. But I guess I already knew that. There would be other people with the same name, but it's just if you're creating a YouTube channel with it. Though I couldn't even imagine not being GameFace. That would be weird. But that's probably just me looking back. Looking for it, if I was somebody else, if I had a different name, I probably wouldn't be able to imagine not being called by that name. Okay, we gotta go back and clean this up. Ooh, that's a mess. Who did this? Who built this? You've got to be kidding me. Well, yeah, you can change it, but, you know, I've got branding across everything. It's the problem. Like, at this point, I can't change the name of my channel. Every video I've got has my logo. So yeah, there, you know. And like I said, you create branding around this stuff. So yeah, I can't go and change it at this point. Well, I could, but it would probably be, it would probably have a real negative effect overall. Hello? Just bugs me when I go to move something and it doesn't respond. Ah. Though, you know, I think now, and I think, I don't know, I have no idea what name I would have come up with if I didn't, you know, other than GameFace. How do you make a logo? Well, that I can tell you how I made my logo, but I don't know if that'll help. So yeah, my logo, I basically took a picture of myself. I stuck my camera here, right in front of me, and got rid of my chair and just crouched down and took a picture of myself against the green screen. With my headphones on, perfectly lined up. That was before the goatee and all that stuff. And then I just took that and I just basically changed it to black and white and painted the whole thing black. That's how I made my original logo. It's actually kind of weird if you take the original picture and you start changing the contrast on it. You can actually pull the picture of me back out of it because there's still artifacts left in that original image. But versions that I've done since aren't like that. Originally, I was not going to be in my videos. I had no plans on a green screen or anything like that. No plans like that at all. I was just going to be a disembodied voice screaming and swearing at games. You know, like Jack. Well, though Jack has a green screen. But the first videos I did, like, I planned them out way too much. Like, my first video was going to be, Kerbal Space. Whoops, I clicked the cancel button. I had no intention of clicking the cancel button. So my first video, was ended up being Kerbal Space Program anyway. But the first time I did it, I recorded it. Yeah, GIMP's a perfect thing to use. GIMP's like well, I was gonna say like free Photoshop, but it's not. It's not at all like free Photoshop. It is a free layer-based editor. The other one that I would say is reasonably good is somewhere in between. Well, not in between. Is Paint.net. But Paint.net is almost better for working with existing things and manipulating them rather than creating stuff in. I find it just doesn't have all the tools. But that would be one method of doing so. You know, at this point in time, I almost wish that I made the walls and the roof separate buildings. No, not up and down. Okay. Alright. It truly is ignoring key presses. No, it's just waiting so long to do them. Yeah, okay. So I press X. I moved it. I screwed. Oops. And I hit escape, and it took like 30 seconds to undo it. Well, it was only 10, but it felt like 30. So yeah, you know, and my banner and stuff like that. You can do anything with a banner. Like really, if you come up with like a logo, and just stick it in the middle, you know, you could like seriously, you could take if you were Wolfie, you could take a black area and just put a bunch of W's all over it. And have your logo in the middle, and that would be a banner. It could be as simple as that. I've seen people do very simple things that look very good. Like so you know, even the banner could be nice and simple. I know it took me years to make my banner was just this gray thing with my logo in the middle for years, and it was fine. It was like the gray background at the end of my videos. I used that same theme everywhere, but it was sort of drab. So that's when I went and I switched to the one I'm using now, which is more gaming oriented. And to me makes more sense. The Egyptian Park is what I plan on working on after this is done. So it is not abandoned. It is still a work in progress. And as soon as I can figure out how to do proper artwork in Photoshop, which is kind of funny we're talking about Photoshop right now, I'll probably get back to that. But that's my thing with the Egyptian park right now. I have artwork that I need to do to make the image that I have in mind exist, and I haven't been able to create that artwork. Oh. Wait a minute, let us pull. Okay, fine. Everybody saw that, right? That definitely pushed it in. It wasn't just me. Yeah, so that's the plan with that. Now, like I said, I don't know how that's all gonna go. I know how the best laid plans can easily be laid to waste. Okay, now let's try to make this thing look like it's actually something. Because right now, it looks pretty bad. So, when I started my channel, as some of you may know, I did not live stream. Live streaming wasn't even a thought. I basically I recorded and well, let me see. Let me go to my YouTube channel. I'll go to Creator Studio here. Oh, wait for YouTube. Wait longer. Oh, finally. I noticed that YouTube's homepages, like where everybody else goes to, come up like that. But as soon as you go to any of the tools in the background, it's like, taking forever, so slow. But oh, I guess that would probably make sense. So try Studio Beta. Videos. So yeah. So I started off doing a video a day where I was playing, you know, I did a Kerbal Space Program, a couple of South Park, Stick of Truth, Far Cry. The first episode of Far Cry 4, episode 1. On December 11th, 2014. That was like a month after it came out. I think. Yeah. So yeah, it was like I don't know. I've played some weird games. Like Kerbal Space Program and Far Cry and South Park, yeah. But then I played Visceral Cleanup Detail. Viscera. I played About Love, Hate, and the other ones. Don't Fall. Do Not Fall was the name of the game. I am Pippi. And like, I was doing one a day. And then on January something. It was like January 15th or something like that. I decided, oh, okay. Let's do more. Weird. Memories. Okay, well, where was I? Oh, Besiege. Defenders of Time. Wow. And some of these games, it's weird. I like Among the Ripples. So I started doing 2 games a day on the 26th of January. And, you know, I was playing Besieged, Kerbal Space Program, Dying Light. Dying Light, day 1. Dying Light, day 1. Enough said. I'll be uploading an episode of Dying Light every 3 days. Stay tuned for more. And then 3 days later, another one. 3 days later, another one. And 3 days later, another one. But, you know, it's like, it's weird. It's like, it's like deja vu in a way. One Night indie horror game. The Tiny Tale 2. Wow. I played some very childish games. Apotheon. I really hated that. Volo Air Sport on the Oculus Rift. So back then, basically everything I did was edited. So my camera at that point in time wasn't this camera that I'm using right now. This camera is like an HFG 30. Well, it's probably not $1,600 now, but it was when I bought it. And it's a real video camera. It's not like what I used before. What I used first was an SLR. So I used an SLR camera to begin with, and I recorded everything to the memory stick on the SLR. But because it was an SLR and it was a camera, it wouldn't record more than 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So it was a Canon. It was a Canon 60D or a T4i here in Canada, because for some reason they decided Canadians need different model numbers. Completely moronic and totally confusing. So whatever the case may be, I used this piece of software which basically replaced the software in my camera with a thing called Magic Lantern. And Magic Lantern allowed me to do so many things on that camera that just weren't built in by default. Like changing the recording lengths. So I could record for hours if I wanted to. And I did. As you probably noticed. So let's make that a little more. I want to close this off. So what I did basically in the beginning, I actually I sat down and recorded myself building what I was building in Kerbal Space Program. And then I sat down and I wrote a script and I sat down and I tried to record that script. Now, I was doing this all out in the main room there, and it was just way too distracting. I couldn't get anything done, and nothing worked. And this was probably like the end of November. So I would have probably had my stuff, my channel going at the end of November, but things just weren't going right for me. So, that's when I basically went and I bought another computer. I'm like, forget this. I can't do this out here. I'm going to go buy another computer, and I just basically bought a case, a cheap motherboard, a medium-priced motherboard, a CPU, a power supply, and some RAM. No video card, nothing. I just threw it all together, and I took my machine from out there, and I basically split my bedroom in half with shelving units. Halfway, there was a bed on the other side. Behind that green screen in my original videos, there was like shelves and my bed. And I did that for years. It wasn't like, this was not a usable room. The only reason I would be in here was for recording, because there was no room for anything else. Now it's where I spend most of my time, just because it's set up now. It's all open. I went and I got a Murphy bed, which I can just fold, and like, it's like a normal bed, but it just goes up into the wall, which is awesome. Pokemon Go. I played Pokemon Go. Yeah, so that was the way all this started. So I wrote this thing, I wrote this script, I tried to record it all, nothing worked, and I just got frustrated, and I ended up failing. The first go was a fail. So I went from there. Again, don't give up, just keep going. And then I probably made 3 or 4 videos, I think, before I actually uploaded one. This War of Mine, I did videos on This War of Mine that never got uploaded. I tried editing them, didn't really turn out. I gave up on it and just went on and tried other stuff that I liked. So it ended up that my Planet Coaster, sorry, it's nowhere near Planet Coaster at this point. So it ended up that basically the first video that I finished that I was happy with was the Kerbal Space Program one. So I published that, and that's where it all started. So after that, again, it was just a matter of finding games. But then Far Cry, of course. Far Cry 4, when did that come out? I got way too many games. I Am Bread. I never did finish that. That thing was driving me insane. Far Cry 4. Game purchased on the 7th of December 2014. So I actually bought it before I started the channel. So it came out on the 18th of November 2014. So it was only like less than a month when I played it. Okay, now, I guess we should probably release them from the park trap here, eh? Because they're stuck. They can't go anywhere. Okay, so I've opened it up again. My channel? Yeah, I've been here for 4 years. This just looks so fake. So bad. That I'm not going to be able to do that. Yeah, so yeah, as of December 8th. I'm just doing a demonetization check right now on my channel. I find I got one email. I've only ever got one email that says, "Oh, we reviewed this video and we found it's suitable for all advertisers." And now they've taken a video called "There's Poop in My Soup," and they've demonetized it because it's not suitable. But, you know, I guess I can't complain. Somewhere in this thing, they used to tell you how many videos you have, but they don't anymore. It's kind of ridiculous. Excuse me. Okay, so we need something in here that makes this look real and not fake. Yeah, Windows 10 is definitely an improvement on Windows 7. Like, and not just a little improvement, it's a vast improvement. There's nothing wrong with 7. We still use 7 at work. But yeah, Windows 10 is way better. Excuse me. If you're not gonna let me move it where I want to move it, just go home, Planet Coaster. Yeah. Here, now open the scenery menu again. Wait 10 seconds. You wanted to take a duplicate of that. There's punishment for taking a duplicate of something. We're gonna hide that menu and make you wait 10 seconds. It's your 10-second menu punishment. So I don't know, but I think that is something they've desperately got to fix in this program. They should drop everything, and fix that. Like, I'm not kidding at this point. It is truly, out of the time I play this game, in an hour, I'd bet you that menu popping up and popping down takes up at least 6 to 8 minutes of that hour. And that's bad. That's like, you know, you're talking over 10% of your time waiting for menus that should be cached, Should load instantly. And it should never be putting me through this. Do you think it's a good place to have a mix of rocks here? Or do you think it stands out too much? So, PC28, when was the last time you called Microsoft for support on Windows? Because I will tell you, I have never, ever, ever in my life called for support on Windows. Now, I do realize that that also includes security updates, which is the more important thing. But, you know, as a general rule, you know, truly I don't understand why people at home didn't jump on the Windows 10 bandwagon when it was free. It's well worth it. It takes up much less resources than 7. Yeah, it uses up a little more hard drive space, but every operating system upgrade seems to use up more and more. So I don't know about but yeah, compared to Windows 7, even with that, because I started off with actually, no, that's not true. This machine really started off with Windows 8. I very quickly upgraded to 8.1. Windows 8 wasn't so great. And really, 8.1 wasn't a fabulous thing either. Windows 12. No, Windows 10 is it. All we're getting is iterative changes now. You only have to buy operating systems for new computers. You'll never have to upgrade your operating system on your existing computer, because it'll always be on Windows 10, whether you like it or not. Though, like I said, I can't complain. You know, they've done some really big screw-ups in updates, but I don't take updates right away. I'm not going to be a guinea pig for Microsoft's updates. They haven't been great, but they haven't been awful. I like some of the upgrades, some of the changes they make with the updates. Some of them I'm not such a big fan of. At first, when they did the, you know, you could do the dark mode in Windows Explorer, I'm like, wow, they didn't. Seriously, game, I don't want to choose that. Like, 15% of the button now is a favorites thing. Can I turn off favorites? Yeah, it's not free anymore. No. No, that was to get the bulk of people to upgrade. The bulk of people didn't upgrade, was the problem. So that didn't help. Please wait 10 seconds for the menu to load. They should have a timer. They should have... This is the amount of time this thing takes. We need a progress bar for this. Processing. Please wait. Your time is valuable to us. Please stay on the line while we provide you with your menu. Not a fan of Windows 10. So, can you tell me? Because I use both every single day. Can you tell me why Windows 10, you're not a fan of Windows 10 and you'd prefer Windows 7? Because, like, the start, all the taskbars work better. Like, search works better. Taskbars with multiple monitors work. Multiple monitors is an amazing experience in 7 compared to any operating system prior to it. So, can you explain why? Because inquiring minds want to know. No, it'd just be interesting to know. Because I personally can't see it. And, you know, I actually have trouble, like, there's not a lot of people I know that run Windows 7 or 8 anymore at all. Because Windows 10 was such a vast improvement, especially resource-wise. Won't do live streams. No, I'm just continually, like, because I'm hopping back and forth from one to the other. I'm continually running into things that are just so much better. So yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. 3 a.m. challenges and videos. Sorry. Menu. Waiting for it again. You know, that thing I do all the time. What he means is your 3 a.m. might be our 6 a.m. Or, you know. So 3 a.m. might be a perfect time to do videos if you're living in a certain place. Okay. Okay, so this is just not right. Huh? No. Okay. Oh, really? I thought you were. I thought that was all done. Oh, cool. Yeah, I haven't seen anything since the one with the porpoise in it. Awesome. Yeah. You know what? I actually think I'm going to leave this here today. Mainly because I don't want to sit down here like this until I can't move. This morning's been the best morning this week where I could actually stand up straight. Yeah, it's bad. I don't know what I did. I have no idea what I did. But most of this week I couldn't even straighten my body out. It was so bad. After I hurt my back. But I think it all stems from like a car accident from like 15 years ago. But whatever. I am going to save this park, and I think I'm going to leave this here. We are. I know it says only an hour and 40 minutes here, but that was before the big crash. There's a crash earlier. It went blue screen. It wasn't good. I actually have some work some work I have to do this afternoon. So I don't think I'll be jumping into a new stream, before 6 or anything like that. But I think what I'm going to do is over the next couple of streams I'm going to focus on this area here. So that I'll, basically this will be the only thing left to do. Though I have to admit there's a ton of stuff to do along the rim of the crater and stuff like that. So more bridges, more tunnels. All these things will be tunnels. And thankfully I should just be able to take what I've already built and copy it forward. And we'll have this whole complex system of tunnels and, well, as you can imagine, this isn't going to work. I should look at the other tunnel. So we come in here. And yeah, this tunnel's just held up by, like, wooden reinforcement. So maybe we'll do a mix. Oh, I'm not even done. So again, tons of stuff to do on the railroad. And I think actually once I finish that, like you'll actually really feel that this is getting closer to completion. Coaster needs fine tuning. This coaster, I really should get back to it and do something with it. And then I want another coaster in here somewhere. But we'll see when we get to it. But yeah, gonna leave it here. We'll pick this up soon. I don't know what I'm gonna do this evening. I'll have to take it as it comes. See how I feel. If I can sit down here for 2 hours and do this, it'll be fine. But if I get up from this and I can hardly move again, I probably won't be streaming. We'll just take it as it comes. So until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you liked it, click the button. And don't forget to follow and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.